What if I told you that a simple 1-cent penny, something you probably ignored in your pocket for years, could change a life forever? Today's video dives into one of the most interesting stories in the world of Lincoln pennies, a journey that connects the late 1990s, the year 2000, and a rare 1997 1-cent coin that collectors still search for today. This isn't just about money. This is about history, mistakes, and hidden treasures hiding in plain sight. Lincoln pennies are more than everyday change. Introduced in 1909, they became the first U.S. coin to feature a real historical figure. Over the decades, these pennies have witnessed wars, economic shifts, and major changes in minting technology. Because they were produced in massive numbers, small mistakes sometimes slip through, and those mistakes are what collectors live for. As the world entered the year 2000, the U.S. Mint was under pressure. Demand for coins was high, production was fast, and quality control wasn't always perfect. This period created a fascinating error coin world, where small design differences, spacing issues, and lettering variations appeared on Lincoln pennies. Many people spent these coins without ever realizing they were special. Now let's talk about the 1997 Lincoln penny. The D mint mark tells us it was struck in Denver. On the surface, it looks ordinary. Same portrait, same color, same size. But some examples from this year have details that don't match standard expectations. These subtle differences are so small that most people never notice them unless they know exactly what to look for. Coin collectors aren't just chasing old coins. They chase rarity. They chase mistakes. And they chase stories. The 1997 penny sits right in the middle of a fascinating transition period in U.S. coin production. When paired with the unusual pattern seen around the year 2000, it becomes part of a much bigger mystery in the Lincoln penny timeline. Some Lincoln pennies from this era show unexpected spacing and lettering, unusual thickness, or design elements that appear sharper or softer than normal. To an untrained eye, it's nothing. To a trained collector, it's everything. One tiny detail can separate a face value penny from a coin that becomes legendary. There are stories of collectors finding rare pennies in rolls from banks, old jars, or even pocket change. Most of them weren't searching for anything special. That's what makes this world so exciting. The idea that history could be sitting in your hand without you knowing it. One Lincoln penny connected to this rare error world stunned collectors when it reportedly sold for $3 million. That single sale changed how people look at 1-cent coins forever. It proved that pennies are not just small change. They can be historical artifacts worth more than luxury homes. Speed is the enemy of discovery. We spend coins quickly, drop them in jars, or toss them aside. Rare pennies don't glow. They don't announce themselves. They wait quietly for someone patient enough to look closer. This isn't just about a coin. It's about awareness. It's about slowing down and paying attention to small things. The 1997 Lincoln penny and the mysterious 2000 era error world remind us that value isn't always obvious at first glance. Next time you see a 1-cent penny, don't rush past it. Take a second look, because history, mystery, and incredible value have a way of hiding where we least expect them. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of Lincoln pennies, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment, and tell me, have you ever checked your pocket change closely? Welcome back to the channel, coin lovers and history fans. Today we're diving into a fascinating story from the world of Lincoln pennies that shocked collectors around the globe. A simple 1-cent coin, often ignored in pockets and drawers, turned into one of the most talked about coins in modern numismatic history. This video explores the mystery, history, and value behind rare Lincoln pennies from the late 20th century, with special focus on the legendary 1988 1-cent penny. Stay till the end, because this tiny coin carries a massive surprise. The Lincoln penny has been part of American history for more than a century. Introduced in 1909, it was the first U.S. coin to feature a real historical figure. Over the decades, Billions of these coins were minted, making them feel common and ordinary. But hidden among them are rare varieties that collectors dream of finding. Some pennies from the 2000 world era gained attention not because of age, but because of minting secrets, metal changes, and unexpected errors. Why the 1988 one-cent penny stands out at first glance, the 1988 Lincoln penny looks completely normal. Same familiar portrait of Abraham Lincoln, same copper color, same size. But experts discovered that certain examples from this year were struck under unusual conditions. These rare coins show differences that are invisible to the untrained eye but priceless to collectors. The 1988 penny became famous because it represents a turning point in minting technology and material experimentation. Some 1988 pennies were produced with exceptional mint quality. Sharp details, perfect alignment, and unusual metal composition created coins that should not technically exist. These pennies slipped into circulation unnoticed. Years later, when collectors examined them closely, the truth came out. These mint anomalies transformed a basic 1-cent coin into a historical artifact of modern coin production. One of the most exciting parts of this coin story is how it was discovered. A collector examining rolls of pennies noticed something unusual about the weight and surface of a 1988 coin. Further testing revealed a rare and undocumented mint variation. News spread fast in the coin world. Experts confirmed its authenticity, and the coin instantly became legendary among numismatists. Not every 1988 penny is valuable. The most desirable examples are those preserved in near-perfect condition. Coins with sharp details, clean surfaces, and original luster attract the highest attention. Professional grading plays a huge role in determining authenticity and market interest. Only a handful of these pennies meet the highest standards, making them extremely rare. When one of these rare 1988 Lincoln pennies reached the collector market, it completely stunned the numismatic community. What started as a simple pocket coin became one of the most valuable pennies ever discussed. Its confirmed value reached an unbelievable $35.5 million, proving once again that history can hide in the smallest places. Coins from the late 1900s and early 2000s are often overlooked because they feel too modern. But this era saw major changes in minting processes, metals, and quality control. These changes created rare mistakes and experimental strikes that are now highly collectible. The 1988 penny is a perfect example of why modern coins deserve attention. Many collectors believe that undiscovered examples may still exist. Old jars, inherited collections, or forgotten coin rolls could hold surprises. While finding such a rare penny is extremely unlikely, stories like this remind us to look twice before dismissing spare change. The story of the 1988 Lincoln 1-cent penny proves that value isn't always about age or size. Sometimes, history hides in plain sight. A single coin, created during an ordinary year, became a symbol of rarity, mystery, and incredible worth. If you enjoy stories like this, keep exploring the world of coins, because the next discovery could be closer than you think. Welcome back to the channel, coin lovers and history fans. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of Lincoln pennies, a small coin with a massive story behind it. Most people see a penny and think it's nothing special, but hidden inside everyday change are coins that collectors dream about. In this video, we'll explore why the 1991 Lincoln 1-cent penny has captured attention, how rare varieties are discovered, and how a simple copper coin can be worth far more than its face value. Stay till the end, because one of these pennies has shocked the world with a value reaching $1 million. The Lincoln penny is one of the most iconic coins ever produced. First introduced in 1909, it was created to honor President Abraham Lincoln and quickly became a symbol of American history. Over the decades, millions of Lincoln pennies were minted, yet not all of them are equal. Small changes in design, metal composition, and minting errors have turned certain coins into collector treasures. By the time the 1990s arrived, the Lincoln penny had already built a legendary reputation among coin hunters. At first glance, the 1991 1-cent penny looks completely ordinary. Many people have spent it without a second thought. But collectors know that this year holds special interest. Some 1991 pennies were struck with unique characteristics that separate them from common circulation coins. These differences might be subtle, but to trained eyes, they tell a powerful story. Because of this, certain 1991 pennies in excellent condition have sold for as much as $35, proving that even modern coins can carry real value. What truly excites collectors are minting errors. These errors happen when something goes wrong during the coin's production process. A slight misalignment, an unusual strike, or a metal issue can instantly turn a normal penny into a rare find. With 1991 Lincoln pennies, a few rare varieties have surfaced over time, making them highly desirable. These coins weren't meant to exist, and that mystery is exactly what drives collectors wild. When it comes to coin collecting, condition can mean everything. A worn penny tells a story of circulation, but a pristine penny tells a story of preservation. Many 1991 pennies were used daily, but a small number were saved in near-perfect condition. These well-preserved coins are the ones collectors chase. Even without dramatic errors, a clean and sharp 1991 penny can still command attention in the collector market. Now here's where things get truly mind-blowing. In the world of Lincoln pennies, rare discoveries have reached unbelievable heights. A unique penny, tied to extraordinary rarity and historical importance, once reached a value of $1 million. Stories like this fuel the passion of collectors everywhere. It proves that even the smallest coin can become legendary under the right circumstances. Many rare pennies aren't found in auctions or museums. They're discovered in everyday places. Pocket change, old jars, inherited collections, and forgotten drawers are common hunting grounds. Collectors carefully inspect dates, mint marks, and surfaces, looking for anything unusual. The thrill isn't just in the money. It's in uncovering a piece of history that's been hiding in plain sight. Some people think pennies are outdated, but collectors strongly disagree. Each penny represents a moment in time, a snapshot of history pressed into metal. The 1991 Lincoln penny reminds us that even recent coins can gain importance. As time passes, fewer high-quality examples survive, making them even more interesting to future collectors. The world of Lincoln pennies is full of surprises. From everyday coins worth $35 to legendary discoveries valued at $1 million, the journey is filled with excitement and mystery. The 1991 1-cent penny shows us that rarity isn't always about age. Sometimes it's about details, condition, and a bit of luck. So next time you see a penny, take a closer look. You never know what story it might be waiting to tell. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of rare Lincoln pennies, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with fellow coin enthusiasts. Let us know in the comments if you've ever found an interesting penny yourself. Until next time, keep searching. History might be right in your pocket. Have you ever looked at a simple 1-cent penny and thought it could be worth more than your car or even your house? Most people ignore pennies, but today we're diving into the fascinating world of Lincoln pennies from the late 1990s and early 2000s. One small coin, the 1998 Lincoln penny, has shocked collectors and changed lives. Stick around, because this ordinary-looking penny might be sitting in your pocket right now. The late 1990s and early 2000s were a special time for U.S. coins. Millions of Lincoln pennies were minted every year, and most of them were meant for everyday use. But hidden among these common coins were rare variations, minting errors, and special details that collectors hunt for today. This era created one of the most exciting chapters in modern coin collecting. Not every old penny is valuable, but certain factors can turn a 1-cent coin into a collector's dream. Condition matters a lot. Mint marks matter even more. And sometimes, tiny mistakes made at the mint can multiply a penny's value thousands of times. That's why collectors carefully inspect every Lincoln penny they find. The 1998 Lincoln penny was minted in Denver, and at first glance, it looks completely normal. Abraham Lincoln's portrait on the front, the Lincoln Memorial on the back, nothing unusual. But some versions of this coin have features that make collectors stop and stare. These pennies come from a time when minting quality and small variations created hidden treasures. Certain 1998 pennies show unusual strike quality, sharp details, or subtle differences that set them apart. Collectors look closely at the lettering, the mint mark, and the overall finish. A well-preserved example with the right characteristics can sell for $35, which is impressive for a 1-cent coin many people spend without thinking twice. What really fuels excitement is the possibility of mint errors. Off-center strikes, double details, or unusual metal issues can turn a regular penny into a legend. In extreme cases, rare Lincoln pennies connected to this era have been valued as high as $2 million, making them some of the most talked about modern U.S. coins ever. Lincoln pennies tell a story of American history, everyday life, and hidden value. They are easy to find, affordable to start collecting, and full of surprises. That's why collectors around the world continue searching through rolls of pennies, hoping to discover the next rare find from the 2000s era. If you have old change lying around, it's worth taking a closer look. Check the date, look for the D mint mark, and examine the coin under good lighting. Even small details can make a big difference. You don't need expensive tools, just patience and curiosity. The world of Lincoln pennies proves that treasure doesn't always glitter. Sometimes it's brown, small, and worth just 1 cent, until it isn't. The 1998 Lincoln penny reminds us that history, rarity, and value can hide in plain sight. So next time you see a penny, don't toss it away. It might just be a piece of the most interesting coin story of the 2000s. If you enjoyed learning about rare Lincoln pennies and hidden coin values, make sure to like, subscribe, and share. Let me know in the comments if you've ever found a rare coin, or if you're about to start checking your change today. Imagine pulling a simple 1-cent penny from your pocket, something most people wouldn't look at twice. Now imagine that same penny changing lives, rewriting coin history, and shocking collectors around the world. Today, we're diving into one of the most interesting stories in modern coin history, the mysterious Lincoln penny that turned ordinary change into extraordinary treasure. Stay till the end, because this story proves that even the smallest coin can hold a massive secret. The Lincoln cent has been part of American history for over a century. Designed to honor one of the most respected presidents, this penny has passed through billions of hands. Most were spent without a second thought, dropped in jars, lost in couches, or handed over at grocery stores. But hidden among the common coins are rare pieces that tell a very different story. At first glance, the 1993 Lincoln penny looks just like any other 1-cent coin from the 1990s. Same familiar face, same copper tone, same small size. But collectors know that rarity isn't always about appearance. It's about details, mint history, and unexpected variations that slip past quality control. This penny represents a moment in time when something unusual happened at the mint, creating a coin that would later fascinate the world. What makes this penny so interesting is not something obvious to the naked eye. It's the subtle differences, the strike quality, the mint mark placement, and microscopic features that separate ordinary coins from legendary ones. These tiny details are exactly what serious collectors hunt for, and why some pennies are examined under magnification instead of being spent. Many rare coins aren't found in vaults or museums. They're discovered by everyday people. Coin roll hunters, casual collectors, and even kids checking spare change have stumbled upon valuable pieces. That's part of what makes the Lincoln penny story so exciting. You never know when history might be sitting quietly in your pocket. Rare coins aren't just an American obsession. Collectors around the world pay close attention to unique U.S. pennies, especially those with unusual mint stories. Though when this penny finally surfaced in elite collecting circles, it stunned everyone. What started as a humble 1-cent coin became one of the most talked about pieces in the coin world. Its rarity, mystery, and condition pushed it into legendary status, eventually reaching an unbelievable value of $35.6 million. People often ask, why would anyone pay so much for a penny? The answer is simple: rarity plus history equals desire. Coins like this aren't just metal, they're time capsules. They represent mistakes, transitions, and moments that can never be repeated again. Stories like this remind us to slow down and pay attention. That old penny in your drawer or piggy bank might not be ordinary after all. While most coins are worth face value, a few carry stories that could surprise the entire world. So next time you see a Lincoln penny, don't dismiss it too quickly. History hides in the smallest places. If you enjoyed this deep dive into one of the most fascinating penny stories ever, hit like, subscribe, and share, because you never know, the next legendary coin might already be in your pocket.